Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. And the Seminoles will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs offense takes the field for the first time today. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner will be brought down. So Florida State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but...
Oh, he's going to go up top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The incompletion on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Snagged in the middle, it's Tuafili. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Smith takes the handoff. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. And they tried it again and got the same result. They'll get nothing and like it. Now they're looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, he fires. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Tuafili. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this.
He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on fourth down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off play action. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, no.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught near the sideline, it's Smith. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. The give is to Smith. On the move at the 30. And he breaks into the open. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, SMU. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Louisville opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game he'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out fast. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'll go to the ground. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're trying to get to it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them to football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. To the air, it's Jennings. Finds a soft spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. They run the reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Caught in the backfield. It's Bailey. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. Afterburners coming. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Looking to the big tight end. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. He'll come out throwing on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag.
Holden, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. That one comes out hot down the right side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Seminoles!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
SMU 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Catch in the middle, it's Dixon. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's another first down.
He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holden, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over BYU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And now on 2nd down for this offense. To throw, it's Jennings. Got his man quickly. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Dallas to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Getting some heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He'll try to pop the draw. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Green. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. The Seminoles are on the move. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Douglas.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Now sliding to his left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Here's the handoff. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Escapes the sack. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Looking to pass, it's Croman Hope. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
31, SMU, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He breaks a tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Get it out on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He wants to throw. Looking for the score. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, give on the inside. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Seminoles! And the stomping has commenced. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Knoll Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida State 38, SMU 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the 3rd sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside give. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now adjusting. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
He's right on target. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Quarterback adapting. Touchdown, Florida State! And the route is on. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to add another.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close.
With the catch, it's Hudson.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Got it in the middle, it's Dixon. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And that is enough.
Looking to throw it again. Extending the play. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's taking the shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to get the first through the air. With the catch, it's Hudson. The Mustangs will move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, SMU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Douglas.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Brings up 2nd down.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Dropping back, it's Coleman Hope. Unleashes one deep. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. He'll start this drive firing. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. When you know you have a team outclassed, The ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was